We're just gonna be talking about Street Fighter 6 real quick, and my thoughts and opinions and all that good stuff. Um, the announcement trailer is short. I'm pretty hyped, but I'm also sad because it's so short. The fighting game collection got overshadowed. They have a lot of Darkstalkers games in that collection, which is really cool. A major thing about that is we might get a Darkstalkers character in Street Fighter 6, maybe. Who knows? As like a guest character, I don't know. But hoping for a new Darkstalkers. I like Red Earth. I like Pocket Gym Fighter. RIP Power Stone. I really wish they would bring back Power Stone. But yeah, in the trailer of Street Fighter 6, the announcer sounds dope. Freaking amazing. CBS2, like, it's pretty good. Um, I went to go look at Street Fighter 4's announcement trailer, like the first like trailer that they do, and it's definitely Street Fighter 6's trailer is definitely shorter than Street Fighter 4's, and even probably even Street Fighter 5's trailer. I really like how the music starts to build up when Ryu is about to throw that Hado in Street Fighter 4's trailer. It's so good. But anyway, uh, the music in Street Fighter 6 in the trailer is definitely Street Fighter 3-ish. It's got that hip hop vibe, but then again, almost all the Street Fighter games have some kind of hip hop pop intros. If you take Street Fighter 4's vocal track "Indestructible," there's also, of course, like Street Fighter 3. Yeah, we just talked about that. Street Fighter 5 doesn't, but Street Fighter 4 had a vocal track, but the rest of the music for Street Fighter 4 was his own thing. It was just like the intro, that was it. So Street Fighter 6 could also be like that. It might not be like Street Fighter 3. All of the Street Fighters, except for 1, obviously, 2, obviously, because it was the first, Alpha 0, and 5 don't have vocal tracks, but 3, 4, and Street Fighter Cross Tekken has vocal intros. So Street Fighter 6 might have something like that. Another way that we can compare things is Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Alpha 0 and Street Fighter 5, and then Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter 6. Also, Ryu has Akuma's shoes because he's got the sandals that Akuma wears, basically. Speaking of looks, most people, especially outside of the FGC, are going to look at Luke and think it's going to be Ken in this trailer. They have no idea, and they're probably going to think Luke is Ken for sure. Like, I remember that, like, I was looking at some character from Naruto a long time ago, and this character named Sai popped up. Like, I just seen a picture of him. I wasn't keeping track of the story at the time, so when I saw Sai, I thought it was Sasuke, and I was like, what the heck happened to Sasuke? I need to go read and find out. So that brought me in, and I'm pretty sure the curiosity is going to probably bring people in to look at Street Fighter 6, because they're probably thinking Luke is Ken. So that might be a good part for the trailer. Some people are complaining about it, but it actually could be like, trying to pull people in. Maybe. Who knows? It might turn some people away thinking that, oh, this is what Ken looks like now? I don't want to play that, or something like that, you know what I mean? But anyway, Luke's arms don't have the stars on them anymore. And I was sure that they were tattooed on him. So they're gone. And you can't see his chest, but he has the V on his shirt. He has the V on his shirt, but in Street Fighter 5, he has the V tattoo on his chest, right here. And like, you would be able to see it here, but then again, it could be lower, like just like how this is. And it's just covering. So it's kind of weird that they did that to his design, kind of changed it a little bit. Either he got laser removal, or Capcom wanted to change up the design for the story element. Like time, actually, It could be time travel or something like that, where they go back in time or they go to a different time, and this is Luke, and he doesn't have the tattoos like he does in a different timeline or a different universe. It just could mean an alternate timeline, maybe. Who knows? So Street Fighter 4, ink, right? Street Fighter 4 has ink. Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter Cross Tekken has water/oil, watercolor type feel. So Street Fighter 6 will probably have that graffiti, that splash of graffiti, might be something like that, the graffiti look. And his face is a little scary. But anyway, the logo needs work. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sure that they're probably going to change it, and I thought it was a placeholder, but when you do marketing, you don't use placeholder stuff usually. I mean, it says footage represents a game still in development, so that's, it could include the logo, but who knows, right? But the fact that it's a hexagon is interesting. However, you can also look at it as a square shape. This side right here is like the front side, and this side right here is the side. So it could be a square or some kind of cube, besides a hexagon. So that's interesting that they would do something like that. Given that Street Fighter 5 has the V system, this hexagon or cube or box could be a major mechanic for Street Fighter 6. Something like hexagons or something like that. So speaking of hexagons, I think the character roster screen would look something like, this for hexagons. It will look something like this. It will have that CVS2 type feel. Also, Third Strike has something sort of like this, but it's just circles instead. And remember how I was saying, like, Street Fighter 3 to Street Fighter 6, it might have a lot of similarities. So yeah, I like this. This would be cool, and then they can add on to it basically. So yeah, characters and rosters. Apparently there's a character leak. This person's video, he goes by Willing But No Able. Definitely check him out. He made this video called "Is the leaked Street Fighter 6 roster legit?" And this is the leak here. Let me make this bigger. So it says Street Fighter 6 rating pending video game released summer 2022. I didn't even notice that. I don't know about that. Synopsis: Here comes the new Street Fighter. It's official. Street Fighter 6 is in development. Stay tuned for more news coming in summer 2022. It takes place in 16 years after the events of Street Fighter 3. Wow, interesting. I don't know about all that, but developers Capcom. Returning characters is Ryu, Ken Masters, Alex, Sean, Chun-Li, Sakura, Rashid, Laura, Akuma, Yang, Young, El Forte, Abel, Guy, Cody, Adon, Mana, and more. This person kind of covered it in his video, so definitely go and watch what his opinions are. Also, watch his video. He says something about the Ken Masters things, which also raises an eyebrow about that as well. But yeah, Guy, Cody, Adon, and Sakura. Okay, that's 4. However, right? Adon is a Street Fighter 1 character. Now, I did say in the beginning that I think it's fake because there's only 3 alpha characters, and there's always 4 alpha characters. And Street Fighter 4 was 4 alpha characters at the start, and Street Fighter 5 had 4 alpha characters at the start. Gen was also a Street Fighter 1 character, but is represented as an alpha character in Street Fighter 4 on the base roster. And also, Birdie is a Street Fighter 1 character, but he's also considered an alpha character on the base roster of Street Fighter 5. So, Adon coming back, since he was in Street Fighter 4, this could mean something. However, I think Eagle, since he did show up in a Street Fighter Alpha 03 game, he can be a potential person to show up. Since Street Fighter 4 And again, Street Fighter 5 has 4 alpha characters at launch, on console anyway. Street Fighter 4 actually, vanilla Street Fighter 4 arcade, did not have any of the alpha characters. It was very small. It actually started off as 16 characters, which is the exact same way that Street Fighter 5 started off, but people were so mad about it. People were mad about it. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you all about this, and I wanted to make more points, but this video is getting too long. When you analyze Street Fighter 6, you can't leave Street Fighter 4 out of the question. There's 2 eras. Well, there's actually 3 eras. Street Fighter 1 is in its own era. Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Alpha Zero, Street Fighter 3 are also in its own era. Then Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5 is in its own era. So when you talk about Street Fighter 6, you have to look at this current era, which is Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. You have to see what they did when they released Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5 to kind of guess what's probably going to happen with Street Fighter 6 launch. That's all I wanted to say. Yo, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming into the streams. And hey, follow, like, and subscribe. I may make more videos later because I do have more points. But for now, I'll have to see you guys later.